We're back and the middle of the matter is heating up. Let's dive in. My case is titled SOLUDO's Flop, GARBA SHEHU's Pain. Professor SOLUDO is the governor of Anambra State. He prides himself as being highly knowledgeable as a former lecturer at the iconic University of Nigeria in Nsukka and erstwhile governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. However, his status as the chief security officer of Anambra State makes him assume he can whimsically comment on security matters. Some days ago, he told the indigenes of his state in the diaspora that 99.9% of the suspected criminals who had been operating in his state were Igbos. He, however, failed to back up his bizarre claim with any scintilla of evidence beyond the fact that he had been in office for over 3 years. Yes, and so you should know what he's talking about. That's what he was, clearly saying. Nothing told our professor that he was engaging in ethnic profiling of his own people without considering the consequences. Lest I forget, he said allusions to some of the crimes being committed by Fulani herdsmen were false. Still, he didn't provide any information on how he arrived at that conclusion, nor did he say of what use his profiling was for. Anyway, some days later, unknown gunmen struck in 2 major cities of the state and engaged security men in a battle that claimed 4 lives and left a few persons injured. Did the gunmen provide their ethnicities? If you ask me, now who I go ask? SOLUDO should take a cue from former media aide to ex-President Muhammadu Buhari, Malam GARBA SHEHU, who told newsmen this week how a military spokesman lied to him about the abduction of 344 pupils of Government Science Secondary School in Kankara, Katsina State in December 2020. He said the military official told him that only 10 pupils were abducted by Boko Haram, whereas the actual number was far more than that. And interestingly, when the military officer told him that, he was with some parents of the abducted pupils. Recall also how former President Goodluck Jonathan was misled by military authorities in April 2014 after over 200 girls were abducted from the Government Girls Secondary School Chibok in Borno State by insurgents of the same Boko Haram terror group. Expectedly, SOLUDO hasn't clarified or retracted his bizarre claim. He uttered the same claim some time ago and offered no explanation when he was confronted by an angry public. My verdict: there appears to be an ongoing attempt in government circles to spin the narrative about terrorists, kidnappers, and sundry felons in Nigeria in a manner that places the blame on victims of their atrocities. SOLUDO will be well advised to slow down on his outbursts on security matters, so it's not made to look funny by contrary revelations.